Hi, Marjorie Johnson, community activist. I'm here at City Hall tonight because I'm concerned about the fact that we have elected officials here, Derek Henry and Paula Reed, and some of the other commissioners that are not accessible to their constituents. They have not been meeting with them. Derek Henry went to the voting polls and ran across the line, and he also went there and stood there in his mayor's shirt and campaigned, and yet he's not having any meetings with any of the constituents about the concerns that they have about the incompetence, about the unprofessional conduct that he has exhibited here at City Hall. And we are very, very ashamed of the leadership that we have in place right now as far as him being concerned and not meeting with the constituents and the voters who elected him. He's collecting a check, but he has to go out of town to work and then come back every day. So he sends his wife out sometime to represent him and other members of the commission. This shouldn't be done. His wife is a private citizen. I heard him say thank her at a meeting for going out to represent him. He couldn't do the job, and he shouldn't be in it. I am also concerned about the homeless people. I am glad that they finally decide to put that money in the shelter plan. That money needs to go in that plan because the county has already agreed to give the property and to give money. The city needs to show an effort that they are going to cooperate as far as putting something to help these homeless people until they can get others to contribute, and then we can finally get a shelter built where we can house these people and we can keep the money rolling. They've got to show good faith. We don't need a whole lot of talk. We need action. And I spoke about that tonight when I got up to go speak. I'm also concerned about the benches that they removed and these people standing out in cold weather and wet weather, senior citizens and others, taxpaying citizens who should have access to those benches that they say they moved because they claim that there's a liability and a lawsuit that they got, which was the reason why they removed them. I would like to see all of them up there do more to make this city a better place to live and work. There's a problem as far as low wages go too. Those people at the fire department and some of these people who work for the city, they need an increase in pay. Everyone is getting a cost of living increase, but they are not getting one. Those firefighters are really work hard. So I would like to see these commissioners and especially the mayor, who seems to be unconcerned about the people. And he's not meeting with them. He's not doing his job. The city manager is not doing his job properly. He's not meeting with the taxpaying citizens either. These lawsuits they keep getting because of discrimination and hardcore racism needs to also stop. People's rights are being abused, and their rights are being abused. That's why they're bringing these lawsuits. And every commission meeting that we come to, there's one on the agenda tonight, another lawsuit. The lawsuits need to stop. All of them need to do their job. Derek Henry needs to do his job as mayor. He don't just need to sit there and hold the title and not meet with these constituents and not get his work done and go and come forth and say everything is going well, everything is not going well. There's a lot of problems that are not being resolved. The same thing with Ms. Reed, who represents District 6. She needs to do her work. And also, Daytona Henry, there's a lady waiting to get some containers that was promised her that she went by her house and she never took them back. So until they become more responsible as far as taking their job serious, there's going to be people here at City Hall who come here to address these issues to make sure that they are here to do the people's work and represent their constituents who elected them to serve in office. And right now, I'm getting a lot of complaints from people that live in Zone 6, that they have not, all of the issues that they asked to be represented was not done. I asked for some information from Ms. Reed about 6 months ago, and I never got it. So, I mean, you know, I can't keep running behind them, trying to make them do their job. She didn't have anybody to run against her because there was a young man that wanted to run. They forced him out of the race. We need, if they're not going to be accessible to these constituents, it's time for them to go. They don't need to be sit there talking about they're busy doing social work, but their sorority and running over here with their job. But sure, you have a job. You have a job here too, to answer to your constituents and to get this work done. So tonight, I came to this meeting to address those issues, and I went to the podium and addressed them. And I'd like to see some changes made. I would like to see more accessibility, more accountability, and more productivity on behalf of all commissioners and the mayor and the city manager. We have a lot of employees here. They're doing a good job. Shirley is doing a good job. Bobby Yarbird, also Emery Counts, and some of the others are doing outstanding work here. Reed Berger also. Whenever I call him to meet with him, he's accessible. So we need all of them to be accessible, and we're going to continue to stay on this issue until the issue is resolved. Thank you so much for interviewing me, and we're going to let the people on Facebook know all about this, and also on LinkedIn. Thank you so much. Marjorie Johnson, 122 South Peach Street. I too am in support of this city supporting this first step shelter plan. This is very much needed. I mean, we've been going around in circles for years, and this city has not moved forward to do what it should do to make sure that these homeless people are really taken care of. And I like to see more done. You know, you can do a lot of talking, but it's time out for talk and it's time for action. And these poor people have been suffering in this community for some time. And the county, I'll be there tomorrow, speaking at that meeting. I spoke with the county person today, Mr. Kelly, letting him know that I will be at the meeting. They have been doing quite a bit. They've offered the building, they've offered a lot. The city needs to do their part. You need to work with these people. There has not been a whole lot of cooperation, and everyone is watching you to see that you do your job that the taxpayers elected you to do. And what you need to do is come forth and say, yes, we're going to invest this money, because the money needs to be invested. And I agree with Mr. Aaron tonight, and also Danette Hendry, that it is time to get the job done. You cannot sit around and talk a lot of talk. Action is what is needed. So I encourage all of you tonight to vote for this and make sure that our homeless people are taken care of. Shelter cannot wait. It needs action, and it needs action now. You're sitting here collecting paychecks. You need to do your work. Everyone has been watching you, and they haven't seen nothing but a lot of talk. That's what I've been seeing. And I know that you did some Band-Aids. You put them in the motel, and you let them stay there for a while. But it's time to do more. And we need you to work with the county. Jim Dean is doing a fine job over there, and I am so proud of him, and what he's doing over there at that county. And these people are accessible and accountable, and they are getting some work done. And you need to be accessible and accountable to the taxpaying citizens who are paying your salary. Thank you. Marjorie Johnson, 122 South Peach Street. I'm here tonight because I'm concerned about the accessibility of our commissioners who are here and was voted in office to represent the taxpaying citizens. I've been getting a lot of complaints from the residents that you're not addressing issues, you're not getting back with them to meet with them about these issues. And I hear you tonight praying that you're here for service, but we need to see that service in action. I'm complaints from zone 3, 5, and 6, and from you, Mayor Hendry. No accessibility to meet these people so they can address the issues that need to be addressed in their community. Mrs. Beckton is still waiting for you, Ms. Hendry, to bring that garbage that you promised her in those containers. Also, I would like to say that unprofessional conduct by city officials will not be tolerated. You read us a statement. We want you to be here to do the people's work and make sure that you are treating everybody that come to this podium with the highest of professionalism. And I haven't seen that either, so I'd like to see that happen. Also, I would like to say I found the benches that you people removed from the bus stops. They're sitting over there in the Derbyshire Park over there. You need to take those benches back where you got them from so that the people can sit on them. These elderly people, these senior citizens, these handicapped people need those benches. Why are they sitting over there in that basketball court? I went over there and looked at it and I thought it was a disgrace. You should be ashamed of yourself for removing those benches. Those people need those benches and they need to get back where they belong. Also, Ms. Reed, I'm still waiting for you to meet with me. I have issues that I asked you for information on. I have not gotten it. I need you to do your job that the people voted for you to do, and I'm not seeing that. And that you need to bridge the gap that you have created between yourself and the taxpaying citizens of this community. And that is not happening. There are a lot of lawsuits. There's one on this agenda tonight. That means the people are not happy. They're bringing a lawsuit. Again, almost every other meeting I come to, there's a lawsuit. You need to fix it. Thank you.
Please let me say something. Mrs. Johnson, I am so sorry I missed our appointment last week. In the 5 years I've been in office, I've never missed an appointment with you. You know, this morning I had a 10 o'clock appointment myself and the person forgot to come. And I waited 45 minutes, so I know exactly how you felt when you were here last week and I didn't come. So let's make another appointment if you please. Thank you.